So hi Jarrett, how are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining us today. Why don't we start off with you telling us a little bit about your role here at Cooper?
Yeah, for sure. My name is Jarret Patrie. I'm the branch manager for the new trench safety location here in Edmonton, Alberta. We're here to look after all of our Western Canadian customers with shoring solutions.
Nice. And as you know, this week is Trench Safety Stand Down Week. And in light of that, we wanted to sit down and go over some key tips for anyone who might be working on an excavation or trenching project. So to start off, what should be considered when determining how to make a safe excavation?
Yeah, there's a few things you want to consider when you're getting started or prior to. You want to be conducting a hazard assessment. This is the first part to identifying hazards on your job site and putting control measures in place to mitigate those hazards identified. Call before you dig is always important. Have utilities located, marked and exposed as required. The depth, an excavation, and soil type. This information will allow you to best decide the protective measures for your workers. Surcharge loading. Are there any structures or activities near the excavation that may impose additional loads upon the soils? Different forms of protection, a plan to either shore, shield, or slope the excavation to the required angle in order to prevent a trench collapse.
Okay.
And means of egress. Ladders or ramps are required no further than 8 meters from the worker when working in a trench.
Okay, that's a lot of great information. And is someone able to use a combination of sloping and shielding for an excavation?
Yes, you can. You want to ensure the trench box is rated for the full depth of the excavation and that the shielding system extends 18 inches above the vertical side of the excavation to protect from any roll-off material above.
Okay. And what is the max dig depth that you can excavate before you would need a protective system?
So you'll want to reference your local OH&S regulations, as all provinces have slightly different requirements. For example, in Alberta, the depth is 1.5 meters, where in BC it's 1.2 meters. However, if a worker is still at a risk within that excavation, all alternatives need to be considered to protect that worker.
Okay. And for anyone that is currently working on an excavation project, are there any additional hazards that they can potentially encounter on a job site that they should look out for?
Congested work site, moving equipment, street traffic. Ensure you know your surroundings and apply the appropriate safeguards. Suspended loads from pipe or trench boxes being lifted into the excavation. Never work underneath a suspended load and always utilize tag lines. Line strikes from overhead or buried utilities. Ensure utilities are located and marked accordingly. And also working at heights. The same protective measures need to be taken against falls when working on a 10-foot edge of an excavation as if you were working on a 10-foot roof.
And you've mentioned both shoring and shielding. Would you be able to explain the difference between the two?
Yeah, according to the OSHA definition, shield means a structure that is able to withstand the forces imposed on it by a cave-in and thereby protect the workers within that structure. Shoring means a structure or system that supports the sides of an excavation and which is designed to prevent a cave-in.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down today and answer these questions and address Trench Safety Stand Down Week. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.